Ladies and gents, boys and girls, what is going on? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Chris Phillips here of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Guys, if you are in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to TDC Questions to be sure your questions are answered. Folks, and then there was one day remaining until the Shane Beamer era begins at the University of South Carolina. Folks, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you all tuning in. Again, taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Would love to hear from you all. 31 hours or so from kickoff. I'm at a loss for words, honestly, guys. I'm at a loss for words already, which is something that doesn't happen to me often. Ahead of kick. We're fired up. We're excited. Austin Greer says the sound in the video is not even coordinated. It's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. Great day to have a day here on this Friday. I see Sean O'Brien, Jesse Jacobs, Brandon Morris, Nick Renfro, Rob Youngson, Chance Crocker, Travie, James Kendall, Jeremy, Luke, Todd, Lindsay, David Garrick. What's going on, y'all? Appreciate you all tuning in. We have got a packed show here on a Friday. The questions are already rolling in. Guys, before we get into everything, I do want to tell you about our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, they're young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not just a line item, you're not just a number, you're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. Guys, they're going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. You've been involved in any type of accident, no matter what it is. The last thing you should be worried about and dealing with is paperwork, dealing with the insurance company. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you, guys. They use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis is in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368, or of course, guys, your one-stop shop. Their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. What is going on? Appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you so much for the love and support. Jeremy Gaunt says he'll be in Cola tonight, staying till Sunday. Attaboy, Jeremy. Good job. Good job. Alan Hall, what time do the gates open for the football game tomorrow? Alan, I've had a lot of people ask me that. I do not know currently. I mean, I could check. I'd have to think that's something that's just on the official website. I'd have to think that's something that's just on the official website. I do not know, though. I am not going into the stadium until about 6 o'clock or so. So I haven't really honestly checked what time the gates open. Let's see. What's new for Willie B? I don't know. I'm sure that's something Gamecock football will be tweeting out and announcing like today or something. I'll be going in there about 6 o'clock. I'm not, I'll be honest with you, I'm not one of those people that gets in the stadium at like 4:30 for a 7 o'clock game. It's just not me. It's just not me. I enjoyed the tailgate too much. Breakin says ECU didn't look that good last night. Going to be 2-0, baby, and match our win record from last year. Yeah, I will say, I know a lot of you want to talk about ECU. I've got getting a lot of questions about East Carolina and their game last night. ECU got worked last night against Appalachian State. And I do want to say this, because if you took it this way, I do apologize, and you shouldn't have. I never insinuated that game against East Carolina is not a game that South Carolina should not win. It is a game you should win. Absolutely 110%. Now, again, I still say it's the most important game because it's not necessarily a must win, but it's a can't lose. Like if you're going to get to a bowl game, you cannot lose to ECU. But with that being said, South Carolina should win the football game. They have more talented players. I mean, South Carolina and East Carolina's talent is not comparable. And I think what you saw last night is sort of what we expected in regards to the line of scrimmage. And this is a team last year for ECU average giving up 201 yards per game rushing. You feel like South Carolina, who will have a healthy Kevin Harris, a healthy Luke Doty, they will be able to run the football at will in a game like that, or should be able to, at least. So, I think you got to feel really good. Yeah, watching that game last night, of course, it's week to week. Teams make their biggest improvement. I know it sounds like coach speak, but teams do make their biggest improvement from week 1 to week 2. So I fully expect still, listen, I have been expecting all preseason the South Carolina ECU game to be a one-score game. I just mentally have prepared myself for that to be the case. But, yeah, I mean, I certainly understand Gamecock fans. You do feel a little bit better about that ECU matchup after watching last night. No doubt. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We have a text here. Hunter Wages. I know EIU is the main focus right now, but after what I saw from ECU last night, we should absolutely torch them on the ground. I think App could have won that game without putting the ball in the air a single time. Yeah, again, I know a lot of people feel really good about that game now. And I understand. Like I said, I totally understand why. South Carolina should be able to run the football. There's no question. South Carolina should be able to run the football. Drayton Huffman says, where are you tailgating tomorrow, Chris? Drayton, Seawells. Seawells spots 93 to 96, Drayton. We have posted the graphics all over social media, and I will be reposting the graphic today. I will be reposting that. We'll be out at Seawells at noon. We are getting out there at noon. Seawells spots 93 to 96. TSUS and Big Cock Club flags will be flying, folks. Jeremy Gaunt says, my cousin's been trying to reserve a spot for tailgating at that yoga place, but don't know who does that parking area anymore. Tried to call him, but the number's no longer in service, LOL. Again, I will be at Seawells, spots 93 to 96. Jay's Corner pregame show 3 to 4. Those are the TSUS plans for tomorrow. Those are the plans in case you missed it. Seawell spots 93 to 96. Jay's Corner 3 to 4. The graphics are all over social media. We have been promoting over and over and over again, and I will promote yet again. Also, Halls tonight. Very excited as we have 25 comments pending. Good Lord. Halls tonight, 5 to 7. We'll be out there live 6 to 7. We'll be out there at 5 doing a little meet and greet, if you will, 5 to 6. Live show 6 to 7. My good buddy Cox by 90 and I will be live breaking down tomorrow's game, talking Gamecocks football and kickoff against the Panthers, and also taking your questions, by the way. And then, of course, like I said, tomorrow, Seawells, Jay's Corner, and then in the stadium at 6 o'clock or so, I'll probably go in. Going to be a very good time. Going to be a very good time. Austin Greer says 2-0 is much different than 1-1. Sounds obvious, but these are two games we have to win for bowl eligibility. Yeah, I mean, no question. TDC questions in the Big Cock Club Discord. Keith Malsberger says, tomorrow at this time I'll be tailgating. Go Cox. Absolutely. Brendan have 24 hours until the first gridiron. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Brandon Spell, app looks sharp when there was adversity to answer the whole game. Hope we can do the same. Yeah. John Kruger, what's going on, John? 31 hours to kick. Absolutely. Let there be slam, says vegan burgers and dogs at the tailgate for me and my vegan brethren like Phil. Yes, cook it up. Cook it up, my guy. Phil, what's going on? I see Phil in the chat. Daddy O, 6-1 going into A&M isn't a stretch. I hope it happens. Speaking to existence from your lips to God's ears, Daddy-O. I just, 6-1 feels really, really aggressive. I still have to say it feels really aggressive. It does. Skyland, what's up, my guy? Travis Ford, got to beat ECU now. We got to win tomorrow. Let's win tomorrow. We can worry about ECU next week. How about that? I understand what you're saying, though, because obviously ECU playing last night, we feel pretty good about that game now. And like I said, I don't blame you. South Carolina should be able to run the football at will. Phil says, daily weather, Port for New Hampshire, 70 degrees and partly cloudy. By the way, guys, quick reminder, episode 49 of the podcast did drop this morning. My full prediction for tomorrow's game. I am locked in. We'll be posting a graphic a little bit later in the day, but I am locked in. I have the Gamecocks in this one. South Carolina 56, EIU 10. I've got the Gamecocks. I think it's going to be a very, very fun night at Willie B tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a very fun night. Going to be a very fun night. I think Shane Beamer wants to start this season off in style, and I think he will. I think he wants to start this season off in style, and I think he will. I think Shane Beamer will keep the foot on the gas pedal. Like I said, guys, selfishly, hey, yes, this is the Gamecock season debut. Yes, this is his South Carolina debut, but this is Shane Beamer's head coaching debut. You think he don't want to put on a damn show? I'd have to imagine so. So I think he will. I think his football team will play well. Expect South Carolina to run the football early and often. I think I will be – one of the things I'm most intrigued about is how much do we throw the football, because this is not going to be a game where you necessarily have to throw it. But I think it's a game where you would like to take advantage and, build some confidence in the passing game. I think it's a game where you want to do that because you're going to have the opportunity to do that, right? And it's one of those things for me, it's like, man, like if you don't do that in this game and you don't take advantage and have a successful night throwing the football, it's like, when will you? If you can't throw it against EIU, who can you throw the football against? My good buddy Brad Crawford tweeting, speaking of ECU, he says, finish the ECU watch, Gamecocks fans. Pirates struggle with pressure throughout versus App and gave Ehlers very little time. O-line play was subpar. Mountaineers average 6.3 yards per carry with little resistance up front. Think it'll be a challenge for them to handle SEC bodies in the trenches. So again, that coming from my good buddy Brad Crawford. I'd agree with him 110%. The line of scrimmage is where South Carolina will beat ECU and every other team they play. That's where it all starts for the Gamecocks. That's where it all starts. My brother says, how many trick plays we see in this season? I have no idea. Luke Boyd says the vehicle's packed and ready to hit the road in the morning. Attaboy, Luke. Where are you guys all tailgating at, by the way? Where's everybody parking? Where are you guys parking? I'm curious. Do you have a spot? Do you just park in a random place? Where are you guys going to be tomorrow? Sean O'Brien, what position group will benefit the most from this game, do you think? Well, I guess that really depends. I mean, you'd like to say wide receivers. This is a game where you can build confidence. You can start to make some plays and establish your guys on the outside. So if those guys step up to the plate and make plays, I think it could benefit the receivers the most. Honestly. Travis says, let's just take care of business. Remember, a neutral site is different than a home venue. Let's not get all cocky. Let's beat EIU first. I agree. Let's take care of our business. Phil says in the TDC Questions channel, for lunch, I'm having an Impossible Burger and Maui onion chips. Attaboy, Phil. All right, let's jump to the phone lines real quick. Skyland, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, my brother?
What's going on?
You ready for tomorrow?
Yeah. Been ready for 100 days and more. So, yeah, absolutely, man. Gonna be a special day in Columbia. There's no question.
Quick question. In recruiting, you have to fill in. I know this is Luke's team. I know it is. But what if Zeb comes out and just hammers it? Do you still play with after not of course we do it. Lodi's gonna get the ball back, of course. He's gonna get the ball back at ECU. If Luke struggles, do you think they look back at Zeb to try to win more ball games to help recruiting? Because you have to still win, or kids will forget and look other ways if you don't win.
Mm-hmm. I think they will play. I think they will play the guy that gives them the best chance to win. So, I mean, I know that sounds like a cop-out answer, but I mean, I think if Luke Doty's not getting the job done, I mean, you have another guy. And again, we got to see what Zeb does tomorrow. But, if he plays really well and shows promise and he can command the offense, I mean, they're going to play the guy getting the best chance to win. I am not like pulling for one guy or the other. I just want to win football games. If that is Zeb Noland, if he gives you the best chance to win football games, then so be it. But I just, for what our strengths are and what we feature offensively, I just have a hard time believing that the best version of this offense doesn't come with Luke Doty under center. With his athleticism and what he can do with his legs, it's hard for me to believe that he's not the best option under center. So.
Well, I'm parking at the Armory. I have an Armory parking pass. It's like $100 a year.
Nice.
And it's pretty neat. It's not far from the stadium. It's only 100 bones.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
So
yeah, that's awesome.
I'll be on the ramp Saturday. I'm pretty sure Houston on the ramp too.
I will be, I think, Section 8 is where I'll be sitting.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not far from each other. I'll stand in the ramp with the Gamecock. So.
Got you. Very good.
But you got high hopes with those scoring 56. I see us scoring maybe 40.
I mean, dude, I think South Carolina is going to be able to impose their will at the line of scrimmage. That's what's going to happen. I really believe. And again, I think Shane Beamer, South Carolina can score as many as it wants. Truly. I really, truly believe that. I mean, I'm not saying South Carolina's some juggernaut offensively or that they're going to, but I mean, let's be honest. EIU doesn't belong on the same field as South Carolina, and I think that'll show tomorrow night.
Of course. Well, definitely excited for Shane Beamer. Definitely going to be at the Gamecock Walk. I usually don't go to those, but since it's Coach Beamer's first one.
Yeah. No, I think Gamecock Walk's going to be absolutely slammed. So.
Yeah. It's always been the only one I go to. I'm pretty sure Beamer's going to be. I'm pretty sure I can just find and predict something. Beamer's is going to be fired up. He ain't going to be like that Muschamp. Beamer's going to be making some rackets.
Oh yeah, no, he's going to be fired up for sure.
Marcus did say though that we're not good enough to tune it down and to just run the ball. He said he's going to open the offense up because we're not good enough to turn it down. We could be full speed, full offensive playbook tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. It's going to be fun, man. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for the folks wearing garnet and black for sure. It's going to be one hell of a night.
Prediction of player of the game tomorrow. Who you got?
Predicted player of the game, Marshawn Lloyd.
I'm going Raheem Bill.
That's a good pick. It's a very good pick.
All right. I'm going back to work. And I'm going to some high school games tonight. Then I go to work in the morning and get off for 2. And I'll be on the way to Willie Beast.
There you go. There you go. Attaboy. Attaboy, my guy. Going to be a fun one. I'm sure we'll run into each other.
Always. All right. Well, have a good day.
All right, man. You too. Take care. I appreciate you, Skyland. Thank you.
All right. Later.
Later. Good stuff, guys. 843-790-3377. I've seen people asking, where can you get this hat? You must join the Big Cock Club first. You must join the Big Cock Club. Patreon.com/Big Cock Club. Click the link in our bio, our link tree. Big Cock Club is there, and then you get access to this pizza merch right here. David Blackstock, do you think Harris will play any at all? Wasn't he cleared medically? Yes, he is active. How much will he play? You're not going to need him. You're not going to need him. So, I can't say for certain whether he will play or not. But again, do you really need him? That's the thing. I think it's going to be a lot of Marshawn Lloyd, Jaquandre White, Juju, those guys. Austin Greers, has any tips on falling asleep the night before game day? Make a shit ton of content, Austin, because I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep tonight for sure. I am. And that's going to be the funny thing. We play tomorrow at 7 p.m., and there's going to be people. I know I'm going to wake up and get on Twitter at like 8 a.m., and there's going to be people already like that have been up for like 3 hours for the game. It's just like that is the funniest thing about football season, I'll say that. And that's almost the love-hate relationship, to be honest, is like, during baseball season, we play a game at 7 p.m., people don't even walk to the stadium to about 5:30 or whatever. They don't even really tailgate. Football is just like this whole different animal. It's just a whole different animal. Football season's a grind for many reasons. Let's see. Brian Turner, have not been this excited about the football season since they drafted Clowney. Dude, yeah. Jesse Jacobs, what is the best app for all things Gamecocks, especially listening to the pregame show? There is a Gamecocks app. I guess it depends on what show. Just social media, I would say. Yeah. So Ryan Hobby says, I think the tight ends will be utilized a bit and take a few long vertical throws downfield just to stretch it because why not? Yeah, I think you're going to see South kind of do a lot tomorrow. I do. I think you are. Again, you're going to be able to run the football at will. You're going to be able to run the football at will. But I think this is a game, like I said earlier, you do need to take advantage in the passing game and throw the football. Sling it around, build some confidence with some guys on the outside because you're going to need them this season. There's no question. Phil in the TDC Questions channel says, Zeb will look good because we're playing EIU. Luke Doty is the starting quarterback of this team when healthy. And I agree. Yeah, absolutely. This is Luke Doty's football team until said otherwise by Shane Beamer. So I expect the quarterbacks to play well. I think all the quarterbacks basically will play. No doubt we're going to see multiple quarterbacks. No doubt we'll see multiple quarterbacks. So, yeah, like I said, guys, I'm excited. I've dropped my prediction. We broke this thing down every single way you can think of. We literally did our 2021 opponent preview series, back in late May, right? Early June, late May, early June. We talked about EIU then. And it's crazy to think we are finally here. We are finally here. I think I've told you guys this before, but I sort of look at game day and the games as like the celebration. We spend all week and we spend all preseason, but we spend all week making content and breaking down the game and dissecting everything. And tomorrow is like we get to enjoy the fruit of our labor. You know what I mean? Like we really get to – it's a celebration. That's how I view tomorrow night. Is so much bigger than just a football game. Because South Carolina is going to win. There's just no question. The Gamecocks are going to win the football game, right? We know that. But what tomorrow represents, and I said it yesterday, what it represents, the rebirth of Gamecocks football, the rebirth of this team, this university, this fan base, this program as a whole, the beginning of a new chapter, and hopefully, we think, the start of something beautiful in Columbia, South Carolina. Not the hype man you asked for, but the hype man you're getting here on this Friday, September the 3rd. Again, taking your questions, comments, calls, guys, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. I can tell you two things it is bad to be this weekend, and that is a cold beverage and a Panther. It is a bad weekend to be a Panther. And it's a bad weekend. It's a horrific weekend. A horrific weekend to be a cold beverage out of the tailgate. I tell you, like that's I drove to, I was at Willie B this morning, kind of just stopped by, taking it all in, just taking in the last moments of stillness until the chaos truly ensues tomorrow. And it's crazy driving by and just seeing everything set up, right? Seeing it all set up, all the tailgate stuff and the trash cans are out there. And, man, like the tailgate's going to be special. Like seeing all the Gamecock fans is going to be really special. Tomorrow's going to be special for many, many, many reasons. Many reasons. It's going to be a good time, man. Like I said, you all have supported, rocked with the content, the show, everything all throughout baseball season, since last football season, since Shane Beamer was hired, then through baseball season, then through the summer, the slower days of the preseason. You guys have continued to rock with and support the content. And now we've made it. We've made it. We've made it. And now we begin this journey together that is the 2021 football season. And guys, I cannot wait. I can't say it enough. I cannot wait to partake on this journey with you all. I truly cannot. Doc Graybeard says, let's get back to the questions. First, we will jump to the phone lines real quick. Zachary, what's going on, my man? How are you?
Nothing. I'm good, Chris. How about you?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking, man. What's up?
I'm just thinking about it. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow is the big debut. It's all the speculation, all the hype has been built into this, and it's kind of crazy when you think about all this. Last season we were like, how many wins does Muschamp need to keep his job? And now it's kind of like it's all just a new, fresh energy, and some sort of like nervous optimism is coming over, and it's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty wild when the lead storyline going into your football season isn't your head coach's job security. Pretty wild, huh?
Yeah. And it's like you said, I'm just taking in all the moments, and before it gets crazy, because next week after tomorrow is going to be every Saturday except for the bye week. We're going to be glued to our televisions or glued in going to the stadium and seeing what's happening. And it really is. I love it. I love it. I do.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, like I said, I really believe tomorrow is going to be special, man. Just the representation of the beginning of a new era, and truly getting things kicked off. And like we said, I mean, it's the, from the fan side, we're all hyped up. We're excited. We're our optimism and hopes and everything. And now South Gunna's got to strap it on and go between those white lines and go play football. So it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster at times, which when is Gamecocks football not? But it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster at times. But, I think when we come out on the other end of this thing in December, I think we'll be happy with the job Shane Beamer did in year one. I do. As long as we can all keep perspective and understand the battle he is fighting in year one, I think we'll be happy at the end. And, again, I've said it before, and I'll tell you again, I've predicted 6-6, but, bro, I don't care if you win 4 games. I don't care if you win 5. The goal for Beamer, beyond the record, but I mean, getting to 6-6 obviously would be a massive success. But no matter how many games he wins, the goal for Beamer is one thing. Get to the preseason next year with the same positive energy and the same positive momentum that you have right now today on September the 3rd. If you can just maintain that energy, you can sell that in recruiting. You can win battles in recruiting with that positivity surrounding your program. Do that, and you've had a successful season. I don't care how many games you win. So, but winning will certainly help. Winning will certainly help. So.
Yeah, it's just great. I'm excited for all the games, no matter what happens, and it's just nice to have football back, in general. You see, I really don't, I love getting through the summer. I'm not really much of a Heat fan. I don't like the Heat, which is painful because I live in South Carolina, but I'm not that much of a Heat fan. So I like it, because there's football and it gets cooler. I like that.
Yeah, I hear you. Sorry, I was taking a sip of water. No, I hear you. I mean, dude, it's crazy. I walked outside this morning and it's like almost a briskness in the air. And I was just looking I was looking at the weather report for tomorrow, and God, it's going to be like 80 at kickoff. Which I mean, for a South Carolina game in early September, that's pretty damn favorable. So
I got off work last night. I got off work last night. It was like I walked outside. I had to put my coat on. I was like, oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, no, it's been incredible, man. So I think it sets up beautifully. Tomorrow night. And like I said, tomorrow is going to be a special day. And I would just say to Gamecock fans, man, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Hope's not a strategy, but without hope, you have nothing. And we thank God, have hope again.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate it, Zachary. Anytime. Thank you. All right, guys. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Preston White says, can tomorrow get any better? Opening day of Dove season and Gamecock football. I'll be honest with you, Preston. I'm not a hunter, but hey, cheers to you. Cheers to you. Phil in the TDC Questions channel, the Big Cock Club Discord, says, hoping for a big offensive night for Dak Joyner. Same here. He also says it was 50 degrees this morning up here in New Hampshire. Loved it. Wow, 50 degrees. Jeez. Doc Graybeard says, think we need to be careful dismissing Eastern Illinois. This could be their Super Bowl, and it could be closer than expected early, especially if we gift them points. They do have a game under their belt as well. He also says, all that said, I'm expecting a win. This is the 7th head coach debut I've personally watched, and this one is perhaps the most exciting one yet, simply because of the past several seasons being bad. I hear what you're saying, Doc, and again, I know it's jaded Gamecock fans that won't let themselves relax and be excited and feel like South Carolina is going to blow out a team. But, Doc, South Carolina is a 42.5 point favorite. I understand should is like a curse word around these parts because South Carolina should beat this team. They should do this. They should do that. And South Carolina fans, if you've been around the block longer than 2 seconds, you know what I'm talking about. But I think you can rest easy tonight. You can lay your head on your pillow easy tonight, Gamecock fans, because South Carolina is going to dominate Eastern Illinois. They are going to dominate in every facet of the game. It's going to happen. So, again, guys, my prediction, my prediction is locked in. I've got the Gamecocks winning the game tomorrow 56-10. Lock it in. Cade Grantham says, what is the beverage tomorrow, Chris? Probably just cold beer. I don't even know. Hey, Busch Light. Only beer with USC in it, my guy. Busch Light, of course. Sean O'Brien, what's your go-to chicken wing seasoning or sauce? I like just a barbecue. I mean, I like lemon pepper, but I like a barbecue. Shout out Derek Baker. One day till Gamecocks football. Absolutely, my friend. TDC Questions channel. Keith says, do we cover the spread? Yes, Keith, if you listen to the show Wednesday, or just follow the no, I'm kidding. You follow the content, Keith. No, so yeah, I got Gamecocks minus 42.5. I got 56-10. I do think the Gamecocks, listen, I wouldn't play it realistically. I would not play it. But if you had to bet on the game, and for the sake of the SEC gambling picks, of course, I'm betting, I'm playing it, if you will. The only number to take is South Carolina minus 42.5. And I just truly believe Shane Beamer's season opener, his debut as not just South Carolina's head coach, but as a head coach in general, he wants to open his season, open his career as a head coach in style. I have to truly believe that. So I'm going Gamecocks minus 42.5. Cody Gaskin says, don't know if you spoke about it or not, but did you catch the ECU game last night? And if so, what are your thoughts? So I had it on. Sort of in the background. We were doing our simulation last night, which, by the way, if you missed that, just typical Gamecocks heartbreak to close it out. But, from the little I did see and the statistics I saw, South Carolina should be able to win at the line of scrimmage, impose their will both offensively and defensively, run the football at will, get after Holt Nailers. And I think Gamecock fans, you probably feel a little bit more confident about that game than you did previously. So, I do feel good about it. Again, South Carolina should be able to dominate the line of scrimmage, and I would expect them to do that. Natalie Grigg says, where are you tailgating tomorrow? We'll be in the fairgrounds. Natalie, Seawells, spots 93 to 96. Seawells is the official tailgate spot of TSUS all season long. Seawells, spots 93 to 96, Natalie, and everyone else. We've got somebody bringing a TV. My guy Brack with the super chat. He says, COVID contact tracing got me. Won't be making it to the game. So I won't be able to buy any beers for you guys. Have some with me. Brack, thank you. You know what's crazy? And I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but Brack, I mean, the amount of people I have had text me saying the same thing. Hey, my daughter got COVID, or my buddy or something can't come to the game because COVID. Like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the amount of people that are impacted negatively by COVID who cannot make the game. It sucks. It honestly sucks. It honestly sucks. So I hate that, Brack. I really do. I hate that. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Strat Stan says, looking ahead, but next week with ECU, maybe a good game for Doty to try some long pass plays. Certainly, but I think we're going to run the football, man. I think that's where you're really going to beat ECU. You can get them in the trenches. Let's see. Tyler Knoll, ECU's both lines are not very good. ECU isn't as good as people may have thought. Still can't sleepwalk to the game, but we should handle them pretty easily. Yeah, Tyler, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it's still a game. Like I said, I've mentally prepared myself all preseason long for whatever reason for that to be a really, really close game and for the Gamecocks to be in a one-score game with ECU. Seeing the stats and watching the game last night, again, I feel pretty good about it. I feel like we should be able to win at the line of scrimmage and win at the point of attack and run the football. So it feels like a game to me, like the question will be the defense. The question for me will be the defense. If we can just make a few stops, I think we'll be able to control the game. Again, if you can win the line of scrimmage, football changes a lot. Things change a lot within the game, but football still comes down to whipping that man in front of you at the point of attack. So if you can win the line of scrimmage, you can win the football game. And I think that'll be South Carolina's best bet on winning that game next weekend. Cody Gaskin says, just got over COVID just in time. Good deal. Yesterday was my final day of quarantine. Rebecca Dean Strandage, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. We had a question from a Lander student earlier. Let's see. Austin Greer says, I go to Lander University. I think you were a Newberry student. Do you ever pull up to Lander bars? I can't say I pull up to Lander bars, but yes, I did go to Newberry. Yes, and it was a really good time. So, appreciate you tuning in, my guy. Terry Reed Jr., how long do you think till Beamer can make us great again? Make South Carolina football great again, he says. I mean, it's going to be a process. I think it's at minimum 3 to 4 years. I think you've got to stack recruiting. And again, what's your definition of great? Are you talking 11-win seasons? Are you talking, just 9 or 10 win? Like, what are you talking about? It's going to take time. I think 3 to 4 years, you've got to build recruiting classes. You've got to get elite football players on campus. I think you start looking year 3, year 4, certainly year 5 is when you want to start saying, okay, let's take the jump. Let's take the jump, right? Doc Greer, the Pirates are a tough out for us, historically speaking, especially in Greenville. Yeah, this will be the Gamecocks' first road trip to ECU. First road trip to ECU since 1997. How about that? 1997. Again, guys, questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Josh Reichley says, I'm coming to the game with a Michigan fan named Georgia, threatening to wear orange and purple. That sentence just threw me off. Michigan fan named Georgia wearing Clemson colors. That just sounds like confusion from the start, my guy. Cody Gaskins, who do we beat first under the Beamer era, Clemson or Georgia? That's a great question. I say Georgia. I just think we play them pretty tough normally. You've got them at home next year also. I think that sets up pretty well, or it could. I'd say Georgia probably. We till we beat Clemson again, man, it's hard to say Clemson. It really is. Like I said, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377 as we are just now, 30 and a half hours until kickoff. I'm fired up. I'm fired up here on a Friday, guys. Appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said earlier, quick reminder, podcast did drop this morning, episode 489. 489. Talking the game tomorrow. I lock in my official prediction for the game against EIU as the Shane Beamer era begins at Williams-Brice Stadium. Guys, I see a lot of you saying you're going to be coming in town, staying in Columbia tonight. If that's the case, we'd love to see you out at Hall's Chop House this afternoon. Me and my guy, Cox by 90, we'll be out there at 5 o'clock, live show from 6 to 7. Talking everything South Carolina football. tomorrow's kickoff, the game against EIU, everything you need to know to get you ready for the start of the Shane Beamer era. Let's see. Rebecca Dean Strandage watched the Tennessee game last night. I don't know if we got a chance to beat Tennessee. I'm just worried. I mean, Rebecca, they played Bowling Green. And they didn't even cover. That's why I took Bowling Green plus 35.5. So, no, from what I saw, dude, it was 14-6 at halftime. 14-6. It better not be 14-6 at halftime tomorrow. I can tell you that much. Daryl says, what's up, Chris? Going to try to get by Seawells tomorrow and meet everyone. Spot the damn ball. Let's go. Yep, Daryl, would love to have you, man. Would love to see you. Strat Stan says, South Carolina's 14-5 against ECU lifetime. Cox have won the last 4. Indeed, they've had success. We've had recent success against them. Cody Gaskins, curious to who we have to start the Gamecocks chant tomorrow night. Yeah, I haven't thought about that, actually. Yeah, I haven't thought about that. I wonder who it'll be. What if it's just Beamer himself? Screw it. Just let Beamer do it. We do have a text here. I think if Beamer can consistently year in and year out get us to 6-6 in a bowl game at minimum, make 8-4 or 9-3 every 2 or 3 years and avoid NCAA violations, he will be here as long as he wants. I'd agree. I love how you mentioned the avoid NCAA violations as well. Love that. Love that. No, I agree with you 110%, man. Like we said at the end of yesterday's show, I think getting this program to a position where you are winning 7 to 8 games a year, and every 3 or 4 years or so, you have the right quarterback or just a veteran roster, just the right team in general, your schedule's favorable, whatever it is, every 3 or 4 years, realistically, you are competing for an SEC East and an SEC championship. I think that is realistic for this South Carolina football program. I think that is. Again, like I said yesterday, be Iowa State. Be Wisconsin. You know what I mean? Be a team like that where you're not in that conversation with Ohio State or Alabama or Georgia or whatever. Maybe you're not quite there, but you are competing year in and year out. You are competing year in and year out. Let's see. Taking your questions, comments, calls, guys. 843-790-3377. Keith Malsberg on the TDC Questions channel says, after we get up on them, it's pretty much a scrimmage, and we clear the bench, so don't know how many we can score. Again, Keith, yeah, I said that on Wednesday's show. If you were to take South Carolina minus 42.5, basically what you're betting on, what you're saying is, okay, our backups are going to play just as well as our starters, and they're going to score, because our starters are going to have a field day. I have no doubt. Cody Gaskin says, need to get Chris Phillips out there. Start the chant. Yeah, that'll be the day. I'd love to. Terry Reed, what player will have the biggest day tomorrow? I'm saying Marshawn Lloyd. I feel good about Marshawn Lloyd. All right, let's jump to the phone lines here real quick. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going? Appreciate you calling in. What's going on?
And nothing much. I wanted to tell y'all something funny.
Go ahead.
That I did last night. Okay. There was a member of my church last night was at the Tennessee game,
mm-hmm.
and she said it's so excited and put on there, my pastor's wife put so excited, go Vols.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know what I did to reply?
What's that?
I put one of them motion like them GIF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Of South Carolina Gamecocks with cocky waving the flag.
I love it. I love that. Absolutely. As you should have. As you should have, indeed.
I think I'm going to give her heck this year.
You should.
She got me last year. She gave me heck about that Tennessee won over South Carolina because of the guy had the shoe thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hit off the shoe and all.
Mm-hmm.
So she was aggravating me that. So I think I have the opportunity to get back at her. You know.
Oh yeah. Like I said, as you should. As you should. I love that. I love that.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're gonna play a joke on me, you ought to be ready for me to start one with you.
Absolutely. Rebecca, I appreciate you calling in as always. I'm excited for the game. Keep holding it down for the Gamecocks up there in Tennessee. We appreciate you.
Oh, I'm excited about it. I already put my car flag up
There you
on
go.
my car.
There you go. Rebecca, we appreciate you calling anytime. Thank you so much. We'll chat again soon.
All right.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Good stuff, guys. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Robbie Davis texts in, says, Chris, my prediction, South going to 42. Robbie Davis prediction, South going to 42, EIU 7. Can't wait to hear 2001 in Sandstorm. Go Gamecocks. How many rushing yards do you think we can get tomorrow night? Just curious. I mean, I think 300 plus is very, very doable. I think 300 plus is very doable. I'm not even trying to over-exaggerate. Like, 250 minimum. 250 minimum in my mind. Hunter Wages says, just moved to Philadelphia for grad school, and it's going to be weird watching football in a city where they have zero interest in SEC football, much less the Cox. Hurts me to be so far away from Willie B at the beginning of this era. Might just have to throw my own tailgate in my apartment. Hunter, I'd be disappointed if you didn't, Hunter. Sounds like a great opportunity to sit down, watch some football, and throw a tailgate at the house. I agree with you. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in again, taking your questions, your comments, your calls. As we sit just about 30 and a half hours away or so until the Gamecocks take the field and begin a brand new era under head coach Shane Beamer. Guys, talking season's over. After all of our previewing, all of our breakdowns, all of our dissecting, all of the hype, all of the talk, all of the chatter, it's here. It's here. The Gamecocks will officially take the field tomorrow night at Willie B as the 2021 football season gets underway. Guys, we're going to take a short break. We'll talk to you in just a moment. Like I said, we'd love to continue to hear your predictions. How do you think the Gamecocks will fare tomorrow night? What do you most want to see from South Carolina in tomorrow night's game? All that and more, guys. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, we are back. Appreciate you all tuning in. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We're taking your questions, your comments, your calls as we continue to break down and preview tomorrow's game as the Gamecocks 2021 football season begins. Guys, I said this in the first hour as we creep closer and closer and closer. We're still in the first hour technically, but I said this at the beginning of the show and I tweeted this out this morning. And I actually talked about this on the podcast today as well. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but it happens to me every single season. It happens to me every single season where it's almost like we get in this, or at least me personally, I'm speaking for myself, I get in this mode of preseason mode where like we're just spending so much time breaking everything down and looking ahead to things and predicting things and previewing things and counting down the days and all that stuff. And it's almost like we get to today when kickoff is tomorrow, right? And it's like I sit here and it's almost like surreal. It's like, wow, we're actually playing tomorrow. We're actually playing a football game. It's almost like, you know, and Shane Beamer mentioned it, right? There's no preseason, obviously, in college football. So I think what it is, college football, the season just hits you like a ton of bricks. You know what I mean? There is no easing into a football season. Even with baseball, it's like you have those, you know, you have opening day, but it's a 3-game series, and you almost kind of do ease into the season when you play those out-of-conference series and those midweeks and all that. But, man, for football, it's like, dude, it just hits you. I mean, it just flat-out hits you, you know? It's I don't know. I have that same feeling today. It feels surreal that after all of the preseason content, all of the previews and the predictions and the daily crows and the content, it's like, we are playing a football game tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's just, wow. Take a second, guys, to really, how can you not have perspective after last year? How can you not, right? I mean, this time last year, the season hadn't even started yet, which is crazy because I don't think it started until like September 20th or something, I think was kickoff last year. But last year, right, with limited capacity, extremely limited, tailgating was a shell of itself, and football season as a whole just felt empty. It felt empty, you know? And so now to have it back, I know for many of you, this will be the first time you've been to a 100% capacity event, right? This will be your first sporting event in gosh darn nearly 2 years. It's going to be special. It's going to be a very, very special day for many different reasons. And I cannot wait. Again, I cannot wait to partake in it all with you guys. Josh Williams, what's up, my guy? He says that Prize Picks was legit, won $175 last night. Yeah, Prize Picks, bro, the truth. PrizePicks.com or go to the Prize Picks app. Use the code TSUS at sign up to get a 100% match on your deposit up to $100. Guys, again, it's really simple. If you like prop plays, if you like those type of bets, prop bets, if you will, that's exactly what Prize Picks is, and you can do it with any sport, including college football. Guys, I even saw, if I saw it correctly, I believe South Carolina is on there. I believe the Gamecocks are actually on there. Let's see. College football. We will go. I wonder if there's a way you could like limit which team. I don't think there is. Let's see. I know South Carolina's got to be on here. I saw somebody bet on Zeb Noland. So, let's see. Over-under for Tank Bigsby on rushing yards is 93.5 against Akron. You got to think he hits that, right? Let's see. Maybe they don't have a running back for South Carolina. I think they have quarterbacks, though. Let's see. Passing yards. We'll go passing touchdowns. Oh, please don't make me look like an idiot. Got to be in here somewhere. There it is. Zeb Noland. Over under for Zeb Noland tomorrow night's game. 1.5 passing touchdowns. 1.5. What do you guys think? You think that's a good? You think that's a good play or no? Over under 1.5. What would you take? Let's see. Luke RJ, what's up with it, my guy? What's going on, Luke RJ? Brandon Spell says, I feel like we could definitely find a role for Lawing. Him having an advisory position and helping our coaches might be greatly beneficial. If he's living in Columbia, just seems to make sense. Well, Brandon, here's the thing. Have you ever thought that maybe he doesn't want to do that? I think Coach Lawing is happily retired. You know what I mean? I mean, at some point, you can't, you can't do it forever. You know what I mean? Like, he's living on the lake, chilling with his wife, hanging with family. I think he's happily retired, kind of just doing the podcast thing with me. So, I don't get any indication that he is itching to get back into college football. Brandon Spell, the way he talked about defensive schemes and breaking apart offense on film was unreal. Yeah, dude, he's a legend. I mean, he's a legend. There's no question. Doc Graybeard says, if Beamer could convince him to come out of retirement, wow, what a win for the program. Again, I think Coach Lawing, he coached forever. I think he's pretty happily retired. Just me. Who knows? I don't want to put words in his mouth, though. Luke RJ, that's why football is the most popular sport. Yeah, I mean, you think about it, man. It's the only sport that we literally spend months previewing it. It's crazy, dude. I mean, we'll do one preview show for baseball. Actually, I do the position unit previews for baseball as well because I love doing them. But, I mean, we spend months talking football. We dissect it every way you can. It's crazy, man. It's the only sport where the hype, I would say, is much greater than the actual on-the-field play. I mean, we spend, 5 days breaking down one game that weekend. So, I mean, it's just the hype, the energy, the passion, all of it that makes college football so great. Josh says, Chris, it's like Christmas. You know you're getting a certain gift and you open it and still can't believe you got that present. Yeah, exactly. Hammer the over for Zeb, over 1.5. I love it, guys. Like I said, if you want to play, prizepicks.com or download the PrizePicks app and use promo code TSUS at sign up. I will be tweeting and posting out my picks for the season, by the way. I figure we could all play together. Why not? I think that'd be really fun. Josh Reichley says, legit my first game in attendance since the 2010 season opener versus Southern Miss. Spot the damn ball. I am stoked. I've seen a lot of people saying that they haven't been to the stadium in like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and they're going to this game. I mean, it just shows, man. It just shows the way that Beamer's been able to move the needle, honestly. Phil, the TDC Questions channel, says, with Lawing's stories on the last appearance on the show convinced me he is never coaching again. Yeah, I mean, dude, he was so wide open with stories and everything. That doesn't sound like a guy to me that's protecting anything and wants to get back into coaching. I think, again, he's happy. I think he's happy being a storyteller these days, Phil. Darryl Wall Jr. says the recruiting story Lawing told about Chris Culver was freaking fantastic. Great stuff. Yeah, I mean, dude, that was insane. That was insane. John Campbell, what are your thoughts now on that Tennessee team after seeing them play? Still would call it a swing game until we see how the team plays. Yeah, I'd still call it a swing game at their place. And again, a lot can change between now and week 6 or 7 when we play them, right? They're going to improve. They're going to get better. I mean, so are we, but yeah, I just, at their place, man, I'd still call it a swing game. I just have to. I have to call it a swing game. Yes, Rebecca Dean Strandage, I saw your comment. Your tattoos. Love that. That's dedication right there. Charles Cunningham. Take the under 1.5, he says on Zeb Nolan. Beamer runs the ball at will. Harris Lloyd, I say over under 300 yards rushing. I think that's a good number. I think it's a very good number, my friend. I absolutely think the Gamecocks can hit 300 or more rushing yards. No question. All righty, let's jump to the phone lines here real quick. Yeah, let's jump to the phone lines. We do have a call. Austin, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
All right, so I got a quick question for you. What time is too early to start pregame? and number 2, is it like should it start tonight? If it's like something like damn, you have all day tomorrow. But I feel like tonight with Vod Tech, North Carolina, you can start then, or you can start in the afternoon. I'll probably stop by the tailgate, but I don't know when I should start yet. I haven't been in Columbia in almost 2 years. I didn't go at all last year, so we're all at the moment.
Right.
And second question, who from our D-line, Jordan Burns or Zach Pickens, do you think needs to have the biggest impact this year? Because both those guys, I think, have had a rough start to their career in South Carolina. That's about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll take that one first. I think Birch. I like Birch a lot. I like Pickens in the middle. I think Birch is gonna have a huge year though. So I'll take Birch. And how early is too early? Man, I think that's a personal question. Can you pace yourself? That is the question. I mean, again, that's like my love-hate relationship with football season. Is I've been like, why do we have to start drinking at 9 or 10 a.m. for a 7 p.m. game? I mean, what other on what planet does that make any sense? But the planet of college football, that's where it makes sense. So,
I mean, Bush Light on a Saturday is pretty much how you're hydrated.
That's it. Yeah, honestly. Save water for the fishes, my guy.
Yeah, water's for halftime.
Indeed. Austin, man, keep holding it down in Lander, man. I appreciate the call.
Hell yeah, dude. Graduating next semester, then coming to South Carolina to get the master's.
Beautiful. I love that.
Shortly.
I love that.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Take care, Austin. Thank you. Appreciate the call there. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I did see Phil try to call in. Phil, if you'd like to call back in. Sorry about that. We had Austin on the line. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Bless me. Woo, jeez. Yeah, Travie again. He's replaying that conversation with Brad Long about Chris Culver. That was crazy stuff, man. I mean, again, I'm do what you want. Tune into whatever shows you want. Tune into whatever shows you like, whatever services. They all have a great role and a place for Gamecocks athletics, and they all do a fantastic job. But my goodness, that story Brad Long told, I mean, if you were skeptical about recruiting rankings previously, man, I mean, that give you a reason to be. There's no doubt. All right, let's jump back to the phone lines real quick. John, what's going on, man?
No, good. I'm on my last. I just want to call in because I'm on my last break before I get to head home for the weekend. So
Very nice, my friend. How's it going?
So good. I actually just saw the picture of that Bojangles. I think it's in Columbia. It's like
right next to the stadium. Yeah.
I mean, never seen a garnet Bojangles before.
Yeah, dude, it's incredible. That wrap they put on it's pretty wild.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I was thinking, the game, the game tomorrow, and I was thinking probably my two favorite plays, specifically since I've been watching Carolina football, or I don't know about you, or I don't know any particular order, or my two favorite are the Clowney hit versus Michigan and Connor Shaw's touchdown catch against Wisconsin. That's just me.
Yeah, those are two great plays. My two favorite plays would probably be the Pharaoh Cooper to Brandon Wild's sealing game-winning touchdown against Clemson 2013. And my other favorite play, that's tough. That's honestly really tough.
Yeah.
The other favorite play, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of great plays. I mean, Steven Garcia trucking Will Hill into the end zone at Florida to clinch the SEC East. So.
Yeah. So. Oh man. I mean, I've been like people said, just spotting the ball already.
Oh yeah. Thank God we get to do it tomorrow, man. Like I said, I love breaking it down and everything and previewing it, but I'm very excited that this time next week we'll have actual football that happened on the field of play to talk about. So. Thank goodness.
Yeah, and I watched a little bit. I didn't watch much of it just because there was something else. I was watching the Braves game last night. I didn't really get to watch. I was watching the Braves last night because I didn't get to watch any of the games against LA because it's like 10 o'clock here and it's 7 out there, and I got to get up and go to work in the morning. So
right.
I was watching
baseball game last night, so I'm like, I'll watch baseball, and if I did watch the Appalachian State, East Carolina, since that's who we play next week.
Right.
I don't know if you saw this and you had your sim last night. I noticed at the beginning of that game last night, there was a lot of talking both ways last night.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I didn't see it, but I'd imagine ECU and App State don't like each other very much. I just have to believe that.
That's what I was telling. That's what I brought up to my dad last night when we were watching it. I'm like, there's probably a lot of talking going on because these guys have been tired of going against each other in practice and actually getting to go against somebody else.
Yeah, no, I'd agree, and I'm sure a lot of those ECU and App State guys know each other, played against each other, so you have that familiarity too. Yeah, I think certainly that's, yeah. I think there'll be a lot of talking next week. There'll be a lot of talking next week. ECU does not like South Carolina at all. So,
you don't think? I don't think Shane's gonna let this happen, but you wouldn't think Shane, our guys were doing a lot of talking tomorrow. Just hate to say it's true, we're playing tomorrow. There's no reason to.
I mean, yeah, we should expect to win. There shouldn't.
No,
celebrate a great play when you make it. Pat each other on the butt. Be excited. It's a game. At the end of the day, it's a game. Literally, it's a kid's game. But
be like, hey,
yeah, talking shit to East Illinois would be kind of a strange move. It'd be kind of a strange move. So I don't think we'll do a lot of it.
I hate to say this. Well, what I hope our guys do tomorrow is they score a touchdown or something. Like, yeah, you celebrate, look at the fans and stuff, but then maybe this is a good or bad comparison, but do like what Peyton Manning did for you. He threw a touchdown, he walked off the field.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I hear you. I mean, I hear you. I mean, yeah, just handle your business, celebrate with your teammates, and make the next play. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Hand the ball to the ref.
No, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just ready, and I need to see what is on like some noon tilt watch tomorrow because I haven't really gotten a chance to look because I'm not currently home right now, so I need to go back and look to see what's on it.
Yeah, you've got Penn State, Wisconsin's a good one at noon. You've got Oklahoma, Tulane at noon. You've got Kentucky, La Monroe if you want to watch some SEC ball. Outside of that, man, really it's not nothing crazy until Bama Miami at 3:30. So.
No, yeah, I have an app on my phone that has all scores and stuff. I might go here in a minute, look and see, just
right.
Yeah, there's something to watch until I don't want to sit in my room all day and wait for the pregame show.
Mm-hmm. For sure. No, for sure. Yeah. It's
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a fun time, my guy. Gonna be a very, very fun time. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you said, I think Shane's gonna want to. Not many coaches will say this. I don't think he'll say it publicly, but I think he said in the back of his mind he wants to, put on a show tomorrow for everybody.
Oh yeah. I mean, certainly, man. Selfishly, I mean, I don't think Shane Beamer wants to go win tomorrow, 27-10. I think he wants to have some fun. I think tomorrow's, like I said, tomorrow is really a celebration of him being head coach and the beginning of a new era, and I think he wants to start it in style. Certainly. Now, again, do we win? Do we win by 50? I don't know, but I think he wants to start it in style, no question.
Yeah, and like you said all week, this is like not just a celebration of like Shane Beamer. First head coaching game ever, but this is like what college football is supposed to look like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crowd noise, like look, was it crowd noise last year? Yeah, but it wasn't like you could tell.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, dude. College. I saw a tweet last night. It was like hot take: college football is better with fans. I'm like, yeah, that is a given. That is a given for sure.
Well, sports in general are good with fans.
Yep. I agree 110%.
Yeah. All right. I'll break in a minute, so I got to go, but I look forward to more.
John, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much. Take care.
All right, see you.
All right, later. Great stuff. 843-790-3377, guys. That's 843-790-3377. Guys, quick reminder, because I know many of you will probably be asking me, the game tomorrow night, if you're not going to be there in person, you're trying to watch it, SEC Network Plus or ESPN Plus. I would advise you, go ahead and get that out of the way so you don't have to last-minute scramble and you miss kickoff. Get that figured out. SEC Network Plus, ESPN Plus. Again, guys, quick reminder, episode 489 did drop this morning I give my official prediction. We lock it in, the first prediction of the 2021 football season, guys. Brandon Ward says 48-10 South Carolina's my game prediction, and I'm logging off. Gamecock Nation, have a good day. See y'all in Columbia tomorrow. Brandon, can't wait to see you, my friend. Appreciate that prediction. He says 48-10. What do you think is going to happen? Are you bold enough? Are you bold enough? And if you're tuning to this show, you certainly are. Are you bold enough to drop a prediction here as we sit here at 1:12 on a Friday, September the 3rd, in our second hour of the Daily Crow? Guys, really quickly, by the way, I say it a lot, but thank you for making the Daily Crow such a huge success. I think the 2-hour shows have been fantastic, and that's because of you all, so thank you. Let's jump back to the phone lines real quick. Phil, what's going on, man? How are you?
Christopher, how you doing, my brother?
I am doing well. I appreciate you asking. What's going on?
I'm just driving around. I got some lottery tickets. I've got both of my Carolina car flags on the Intimidator here in my car. And, people up here in New Hampshire, they just don't get college football. It's a complete afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about professional sports up here. And just to see people's face when I drive by, they just have this, bewilderment and disgust on their face. It's just priceless, man. It sounds like I wish I was still down there, just to experience the college atmosphere, the college football atmosphere, because you just get zero of it up here.
Right.
People just don't talk about it. I mean, a lot of people. There's plenty of well-educated people up here that went to college, but they don't wear it on their sleeve. They
right.
don't represent their university like we do down there. But I'm just so excited for Shane Beamer. I mean, think about this. This is a guy that was born in Charleston. He grew up with a Hall of Fame coach as his father. He goes to South Carolina, cuts his teeth as a coach, and he waits his turn. He gets offers and puts in applications to go other places, probably gets turned down at some of these other schools, but he just continues steadily builds his resume for this moment to take over the program that is his dream job. I'm just so excited for him and the future of Carolina football, man. It's really exciting stuff.
Dude, same, man. It's like I said, isn't it wild just changing one person in your organization, just changing the head coach, how it changes everything. It changes the perception, it changes the energy, it changes the momentum. And I don't know if you'd be flying those car flags quite as high if things were if things were how they were a season ago. But no, I mean, it's awesome. Like I said, I think tomorrow is going to be really, really special, and it goes beyond the field. I see it really as a representation of the celebration, the beginning of a new era of Carolina football. And, I don't know, man. Is Shane Beamer going to win a national championship or an SEC championship? I have no idea. But, and again, he could have us fooled. I don't think so. He comes off as a genuine human being, but he comes off as a guy to me. The thing that makes me feel great is he really does care. Like, I think this is really personal for him, and this matters a lot. You know what I'm saying? That, some coaches, hey, it's a job. It's a job, right? I mean, they care because it pays their bills, and it's where their check comes from. I think Beamer, really just cares. This is personal for him. So, and I think that can do wonders for you. So, I know we're all pulling for Shane. Obviously, I know that's an obvious statement, but I wish Coach Beamer nothing but the best. We all want to see him have massive success. And I feel like I said, I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. I feel confident. Again, I don't know how many games Shane Beamer is going to win, but I feel confident in saying he will leave South Carolina football in a better place than he found it. And again, that means a lot because not every coach does that, as we have obviously seen. So I feel confident in at least saying that. But again, like you said, man, tomorrow is going to be special. It's going to be one hell of a time, and looking forward to you coming down, obviously, for the Vandy game. But tomorrow is going to be very, very special. I'm looking forward to it.
With me being so involved in rugby, it's kind of like it's almost like I haven't been paying attention as much. I mean, I was super fired up when Shane Beamer was hired. I think I came on the air and, was just extremely excited, talking to you about it. But then there was just this lull period for me. But now I'm getting back into it, man. I've been posting the countdown videos, to the days until we got football back. So I'm fully back into it now. I can't wait to watch the game. And coming down for the Vandy game, I just absolutely cannot wait. It has been since the Dak Prescott game, Mississippi State at home, since I've actually been at Williams-Brice. I've been to plenty of games where we started out in Charlotte or the bowl games at Charlotte.
But this will be the first home game for me since Dak Prescott was under center for Mississippi State against Carolina at home. So, I mean, it's far too long, and I can't wait.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, and I've heard that a lot, too. People that haven't been to Willie B in years that are making the trip. And, again, I think that just goes to, that's credit to Shane Beamer and what he's built and the positive energy and the positive momentum. And, yeah, it's awesome, man. It's incredible. It's incredible. So
I won't take up too much more of your time, Chris. Have a good one, and go Cox.
I appreciate you, Phil. Thanks so much. Go Cox. Great stuff, man. 843-790-3377. Guys, that's 843-790-3377. Hunter Wages says, don't know if you brought this up anywhere, but number one, what 4 teams do you have in the playoffs? And number 2, who do you have winning it all? I'll take that first. I have my 4 teams in the playoff. My 4 teams in the playoff will be, unfortunately, I think Clemson, Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio State. I think Georgia beats Bama in the SEC championship. And I got Georgia winning the whole thing. I'm not going to back off that pick now. I've got Georgia winning the whole thing. I think this is Georgia's year. Hunter Wages also says his prediction for tomorrow, South Carolina 63, EIU 3. He says, I really think EIU will have absolutely zero success in any aspect of this game, and we're not going to let the foot off the throat in Beamer's debut. Hunter, I love that prediction. I absolutely love it. Guys, like I told you, I'm locked in. I got the Gamecocks winning tomorrow 56-10. And like I said, guys, savor this because I can promise you I'm not going to make a prediction probably nearly as wide a margin as I am for tomorrow's game. Doesn't it feel good? How good does it feel for us to be predicting and expecting South Carolina to go out and just beat the hell out of somebody? We deserve this game. After all the last few years, we deserve this football game. And what is going to happen tomorrow night? Cannot wait. Guys, we're sitting here 119, about to hit 120 here on a Friday. TGIF. Hope you're doing well. And again, I hope this finds you well, no matter where you are, what you're doing, whether you're in the office, you're watching the Daily Crow, doing whatever it may be, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like I said, check out the podcast that dropped this morning. Quick reminder, Hall's live show tonight. We'll be out at Hall's Chop House off Main Street, downtown Columbia. My good friend Cox by 90 and we will be out there. Kickoff show, a bit of a celebration, the party before the party, if you will. We're getting things started early. We'll be out at Hall's at 5 o'clock. Live show 6 to 7. Going to be one hell of a time. Also, guys, of course, tomorrow, the TSUS tailgate for the 2021 football season will be and is at Seawells. Seawells spots 93 to 96. We'll be out there all season long, guys. Look for the TSUS and Big Cock Club flags flying. You cannot miss them. Also, Jay's Corner pregame show 3 to 4. 3 to 4, I'll be live at Jay's Corner, breaking everything down, previewing the game. That is the Gamecocks against EIU and the beginning of the Shane Beamer era. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We're having ourselves a Friday, taking your questions, comments, calls. I want to continue to hear from you all. What's your prediction for tomorrow? What are you expecting in Shane Beamer's debut? Do you think South Carolina holds anything back? You think they're conservative? Or you think South Carolina, like Hunter just said, and as I've said, puts their foot on the throat, keeps that foot on the gas pedal, and does not let off? What is your score prediction? What do you think will happen? And I'll ask you this when we come back. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are you most looking forward to outside of the actual game, outside of the 60 minutes between the white lines? What are you most looking forward to in tomorrow as a whole, guys? Again, it is 1:21 here on a Friday, September the 3rd. We'll be right back. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. Guys, what is going on? We are back. Appreciate you all tuning in. I just realized I played the wrong video, so my apologies there. Obviously, the Daily Crow has already started, but either way, you guys get the drill. Our 5-minute break. We are back, 126, here on a Friday, September the 3rd, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you all so much for tuning in. We're almost there. We are almost there, folks. We're almost there. You know, it's that time of year again. Here we go. Let's jump to the phone lines real quick. What's going on, Doc? How are you?
Hey, brother, what's happening?
Not much. Just hanging out, man. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to bring up something. You said what you're looking forward to the most. And this sometimes we forget, but back in the day, we had that golden-throated Bob Fulton.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to him call a game was just amazing. But that's not to say that Todd Ellis and Tommy Suggs don't do a good job. They really do. So if you really want to feel like or get the excitement out of the game as big as possible from home, turn the talking heads off on the television. They don't know what they're talking about anyway. And listen to Todd and Tommy call the game. Because hearing the excitement in Todd's voice when a big play happens, it's really great, man. He does a fantastic job. And they're two Carolina legends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they do. I think, listen, I don't think Todd Ellis is the greatest play-by-play guy in the world. I don't think anybody does. But, yes, like you said, you sacrifice some of that to have someone in the booth that is passionate, wore the garnet and black. He loves the university, and that comes out when he calls the game. So I think they do a great job. I think Todd and Tommy obviously do a really, really good job. So I know they catch a lot of flack on social media, especially Todd Ellis. And I mean, I get it. It's easy. He's an easy target. He's the play-by-play guy, but I think he does a fine job. I think he does. And like you said, man, is he the greatest play-by-play guy in the whole world? Probably not. But his love and admiration for the university, that's what stands out, and that's why he's in that position. And like I said, I think he does a fantastic job for USC.
Yeah, and you know what, man? These social media warriors, I don't get where they're coming from a lot of times. It's like they can't be happy unless they're denigrating somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. Right. You make a good point. He may not be the best play-by-play guy ever, but when he was on the field, he left it. I mean, if you watched him play, he was one of our greatest ever, man. He really left it all on the field. Mm-hmm. And so did Tommy. Tommy didn't have as great a career as Todd, but they both, man. Like you said, they're homegrown folks, and I don't think you just don't get the excitement off the television host that you do off the radio guys. Mm-hmm. I mean, like Eli Gold for Alabama, it's great to listen to him call a big play. They even featured on TV sometimes because he's so passionate. Mm-hmm. And you just miss that if you. I mean, just turn the radio in and turn the TV sound down. I mean, it's not synchronized the greatest, but still, if you can't be at the game, that's pretty close. Mm-hmm. It's pretty close. Yeah. Anyway, brother, I just want to bring that up. I'll let you go, and you can let some other people call in. But go Cox.
Doc, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much.
Later, brother.
Later. Good stuff. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. What is going on, folks? 1:30, just 30 minutes to go here on the Daily Crow on a Friday, September the 3rd. Let's see. Hunter Herlong says, my boy Justin Corley and his band will be at 10 Roof tonight, 6 to 9. Y'all go check them out. Yeah, we've got our thing at Halls at 5 o'clock. We'll be there till 7, but might have to slide by 10 Roof. You guys know I love some 10 Roof for sure, so we might have to slide by there. Why not? Let's see. Nathaniel says, football! Let's go. Yes. Football, baby. Cody Gaskins, I don't understand the dislike for Todd and Tommy. I love listening to them on the radio. I just think some people want to complain. I mean, like I said, is Todd Ellis a better play-by-play guy than Andy Demetra? No. Not by them better than Mike Morgan? No. But Todd Ellis has something none of those guys have, which is he actually played at the school. So, that means something. That means something. Luke RJ, easy math, LOL, but 70 points would be 10 touchdowns. That seems like a lot. 8 would be 56. Not sure 63-3 seems like a good prediction, but hope we see a shutout. Clayton White's defense. You never know. You never know. I don't know. I've picked 56-10. South Carolina's just going to have their way with the IU. Let's jump back to the phone lines real quick. CJ, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's going on? How you doing, man?
Doing well.
Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely, man. Doing well. Just hanging out here on this Friday, and just like you, my friend, counting down the minutes, the seconds until toe meets leather tomorrow night. So having a Friday.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? I mean, it's good. You know, camaraderie. Like it's always good to hear like the announcements and the live streams of people going on. But it's even better to hear, especially when football season or baseball season is back on of Carolina, because you can hear the excitement not only in basically the broadcaster's voice, but the fans themselves, and them talking about like how much they're excited. And it's just great to be a Gamecock today. That's all I'm gonna start off with.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Steel Hands tonight too, so I'm gonna be there. Just I'm ready for the game tomorrow, but more importantly, I was watching the Tennessee. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another name for the horrible orange up there in Knoxville. I was watching them play, and continuously, I'm just hearing the. I don't know. I forgot his name. The Vanderbilt do it all. Couldn't make it into the NFL. Rodgers. Just hearing him talk. To me, I'd much rather listen to Tommy Suggs and Todd Ellis all day on the SEC network if that was the case, than to listen to that douchebag talk. Because every time Carolina plays, and even I think it was Auburn we played last year. He was riding Auburn's tin can the whole entire time without any grease, being lubed him up. I'm like, he thought he knew Carolina football, but he didn't. I mean, he knows about getting beat by Carolina so much, but he doesn't know Carolina football. And it's just, just hearing him talk, it just like cringes in my skin. But at the same time, I'm just like you. It's like, he's not better. Yeah, no, he's not better than Andy Demetra, but is he better than what we have as far as SEC Network or ESPN goes? Absolutely, because he's all about Carolina football. And that's what, as Carolina fans, if we're not at the game, that's what we want to hear. Yeah. Even on away games. Like, I don't want to hear somebody saying, Carolina should do this, or this is what Carolina hasn't been doing. You don't know anything about the ins and outs of Carolina football. You don't study Carolina football. The only thing you study about Carolina football is when the season's going and the statistics, and that's it. So you don't know the culture of the Gamecock football, and it's just so annoying to me. But at the same time, that's why I'm going to the game tomorrow, because I'd much rather be there and see it in person than to listen to Mr. Palmer or whatever his name is going to be, whoever's going to be there, and just sit there and completely think that they know what they're talking about when it comes to Carolina football or anything else. They'll give Eastern Illinois more credit than they'll give Carolina football on the SEC Network tomorrow, and I guarantee you that 100%.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, but that was just my take. I'm gonna get off of here because I know you're you got a lot of calls to take care of, but then you got a lot of comments you got to go through. But my boy, our boy Justin. He told me to tell you what's up, and him and I are going to be going to the Darlington race on Sunday. So
very good. Very good. Yeah, that is Sunday. That'll be a good time.
Yes, sir. But he told me to tell you what's up, and we just got through talking. But he's not going to be at the game on Saturday. He's going to be up in Darlington. I told him that's not a Carolina fan. And he just laughed. So.
For sure. Well, tell him I said what's up, man. And CJ, I appreciate you calling in, man. This was incredible. I love your passion.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Go Cox.
Yes, sir. Go Cox. Appreciate it. Good stuff, guys. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. A lot of passion. You can tell CJ does not like those play-by-play guys. He's not a fan. Not a fan of those play-by-play guys. That is for sure. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. As we sit here on this Friday, September the 3rd, quick reminder, episode 489 dropped this morning. Breakdown of the game, continued breakdown, and my full prediction as I lock in my prediction as the Gamecocks begin the Shane Beamer era. J-Mac says, what time is Carolina Walk? 4:45. 4:45 is Carolina Walk. 4:45. Christian Carver, did you see any snippets of the ECU and App State game last night with us playing ECU next week? A little bit here and there, Christian. Talked about it a little bit in the first hour. You know, it's like I said before, if I ever gave off the impression that that's not a game that we should expect to win or that I expect South Carolina to win, I apologize. I still stand by my statement of it's the biggest game of the season because while it may not be a must-win, it is a can't lose. Like if you're going to get to 6 wins, you got to take care of your business at ECU. But, South Carolina should be able to win in the trenches. They should be able to dominate at the line of scrimmage, run the football early and often. It ought to be a very fun day for Kevin Harris, Marshawn Lloyd, Jaquandre White, Rashad Amos, Juju, all those guys. Should be a very, very fun day in Greenville, North Carolina. So, you feel confident. Not, how is ECU going to handle, South Carolina's greatest strengths, which are its offensive and defensive lines. So, so that was my biggest takeaway is, man, ECU is going to have some trouble with us up front, at least. Let's see. Again, 843-790-3377. Guys, James Kendall says, I want to see us start kneeling the ball with 1:30 left inside the EIU 10. That's when the cleat comes off the throat. I love that. I love that, James. Absolutely love that. Yes, that is when the cleat comes off the throat, indeed. We've got a text here. Let's see. Hunter Wages says, I think one of our major unspoken factors this year will be our fan base. I completely understand we've been through a lot of pain, but we got to stay positive this season. It's going to be really ugly this season at times, but we got to stay positive as possible this season. The locker room can feel it when the fan base starts attacking, and that's not what this young squad needs. Not saying we should never complain, but I'm trying to be a bit more positive about things this year. Go Cox, spot the ball, let's play. No, it's a great point. It's a great point, Hunter. I think the point Hunter is making, and I agree with it, is just, again, fans, just have perspective and appreciation for the task that is this 2021 season and the task that Shane Beamer has in front of him. Because, again, there are holes on this roster. There's no question. We've spent the entire preseason breaking it down. We've spent the entire preseason dissecting it. There's holes on the rosters. There's no question. So, yes, it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster. And at times, yeah, certainly at times, I would agree, things might get a little rocky. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's year one. But just have that understanding and don't be like Panic Ritter. I'm just giving Ritter crap. Don't hit the panic button. Don't jump ship. Trust in Shane Beamer. Let him build. And I'm speaking to myself when I say this as well. Let him build, be patient, give him time, and support this football team. I think if you do that, we get to the end of the season, I think we'll be very happy. Adam Ritter said, hey, I heard that. Just want to make sure you were awake, Ritter. Just want to make sure you're awake. Austin Greer says, black polo, garnet polo, or white polo for game day. Well, Austin, Shane Beamer has said forever garnet, my friend. So I think you got to rock with garnet, my guy. Do you guys want to know my uniform report for what I'm going to be wearing? CJ Curry says, I'm going garnet polo, white shorts, following the trend of the unis. Do you guys want to know my uniform report? I'll give it to you if you want. I think I've decided. I think I've decided at this point what I will be rocking for tomorrow's game. If you guys care, if you care to know, I will share that information with you. Ryan Albridge says, who do you think will be the MVP for Carolina at the end of the first game? Marshawn Lloyd. I know it's an easy pick. I think Marshawn Lloyd's going to ball out, though. Owen Turner, which wide receiver gets the first touchdown of the Beamer era? I say Dak Joyner. I actually predicted he would get the first touchdown of the game tomorrow. So I'm going to say Dak. I'll say Dak Joyner. So, for me, though, yes, uniform report for tomorrow for yours truly. I think I'm going to go, and I'm like 97% set on this. Pretty simple. Garnet Shane Storm t-shirt with the black Beamer ball hat. That feels like the move. So, Garnet Shane Storm t-shirt, black Beamer ball hat. Yeah, Austin Greer, you might not want to look up Big Cock Club on the Safari. Patreon.com/Big Cock Club. Or Austin, if you go to just the link in our bio on any social media, you click that link tree. You'll see Big Cock Club. It's one of the links. So Patreon.com. I mean, I'll post the link too if you want to. I'll post the link in here. Let's see. All right, there you go. Just posted a link. Austin, just posted a link for you. Patreon.com/Big Cock Club. Yes. Patreon.com/Big Cock Club. There is the link. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. By the way, guys, shout out to the volleyball team who is currently taking on Clemson. So, hey, it's fun to beat Clemson in anything. So, go Cox. Go Cox, indeed. Let's see. Wow, South Carolina won set 1 for those who are curious. Yeah, so Gamecocks taking on Clemson in volleyball. To hell with Clemson in every sport. I don't give a damn if they're playing freaking cornhole. You want to beat Clemson. Christian Carver says not Carolina related, but Clemson, Georgia is going to be a great game tomorrow between the two. I mean, dude, you could say it's the college game. It's the game of the year. I mean, you could really say it's the game of the year in college football. There's probably not going to be a game this season that features more talent. And again, I know we hate both, but realistically, from the college football perspective, there's not a game that features more talent than what you'll see tomorrow in Charlotte. So, yeah, it's going to be a hell of a game. It's no question. I really hope Georgia whips that ass. I just, again, I hate Georgia. I loathe Georgia, but I despise Clemson. So I'd love to see Georgia take care of the business. CJ Curry says, hit the thumbs up, guys. Helps the channel and your boy a ton. CJ, yes, thank you. Hit the like button. By the way, guys, I did not say this enough. Thank you, helping us get to 2,000 subs on YouTube. 2,000 subs. We hit that a couple of days ago. Thank you so much, guys, for the love and support and rocking with the YouTube content. I truly, truly do appreciate it. William Wirt, who do you hate more, Georgia or Clemson? You know what's funny about that question? Growing up, it was Georgia, and it wasn't even close because I grew up in North Augusta, like on the border of South Carolina and Georgia, and I dealt with Georgia fans growing up, and God, it was brutal. It was brutal. As Clemson started to win more, my answer changed because Clemson fans are they're insufferable. I mean, they're insufferable. So I'd say Georgia now, but it's pretty much a damn tie. Pretty much a tie at this point. Cody Gaskin says Alabama A&M will feature more talent. Oh, okay. I mean, you could argue that. It's one of the games that'll feature the most talent on the field. I'd probably say still, though, it's the best game of the season. I think it's gonna be an incredible game. Obviously won't be getting to watch it a ton because our game's at 7, their game's at 7:30. Keith says UGA fans in the Augusta area suck. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Keith. Yes, they do. Say it again for the people in the back, Keith. Guys, let's take one more break. I know we normally only take 2. We're going to take a third today. I really want to spend the last 10 minutes with you all and just really soak it in and enjoy it. We're going to take a break before that again, guys. Questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Guys, the phone lines have been ringing off the hook today. I truly appreciate you all for that, guys. Again, as we continue to count down the day, the minutes, the seconds until kickoff tomorrow night at Willie B. Guys, we've almost made it. As we sit here 1:45 here on a Friday, guys. We'll be right back in just a second, taking your questions, your comments, your calls, and finishing off this week on the Daily Crow. We'll be right back. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, we are back. Just 10 minutes to go here on this Friday, September the 3rd, 2021. Guys, the final 10 minutes of the preseason Daily Crow. How about that? The final 10 minutes. The next time you and I chat on the Daily Crow, South Carolina will have played its first football game in the 2021 football season. We'll be in full go. Folks, again, appreciate you all tuning in, taking your last-minute questions, comments. Let's get some last-minute predictions. What do you guys think is going to happen tomorrow night? I've got 56-10 locked in. I think it's a very fun night for the boys in Garnet and Black. I've got 56-10 locked in for tomorrow night's game. How do you think Shane Beamer's debut is going to go? Travis says, well, it's getting dicey. 24-23 now. What are you talking about, Travi? What are you talking about, Travi? Oh, volleyball. My bad. I was like, you're predicting 24-23. No, volleyball. My bad. Okay, cool. Let's see. Doc Graybeard says, please remember Coach Long's words about saying negative things about players and how badly the effects some of them having to hire counselors to help them get over what fans said is truly sad. He did mention, just don't tag guys. Listen, we're going to be critical. We're going to critique. It's what we do. But at minimum, don't tag guys. At minimum, don't reply to their tweets. Direct it all to me. You know what I mean? Tag me. Don't direct it at them. Doc Graybeard says, Georgia fans are the worst. I went to a game in Athens, had a liquor bottle thrown at me because I was wearing a USC jersey, a fifth glass bottle. Hell, if it had hit me, could have been really bad. Typical Georgia fans. Josh Reichley, 47-3. Good guys, he says. Cody Gaskins, 49-13. Travis says, I've got Cox by 90. Love that. Austin Greer, if we lose tomorrow, I'm going to take the season off. Austin, I think you're safe. Leonard Matthews says 55-6. Brandon Spell, I think the only way EIU even gets on the scoreboard is if we turn the ball over on their side of the field. You might be right. I think the defense is definitely going to dominate. There is no question. I think the defense will certainly dominate. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. The last 7 minutes or so before we get to kick off tomorrow. Guys, again, I sincerely want to say it. I know that I say thanks a lot, but I believe in saying thanks and expressing gratitude and saying thank you. I believe in the power of it, and I believe in the importance of it. And I just want to say thank you to you all again because, tomorrow this thing gets going, really, truly gets going. And you guys, like I said, through the ups, the downs, the slower times, the crazier days, one thing remains consistent, and that is you all. You all have continued to tune in, continue to show love, continue to show support, continue to consume the content and rock with the content, and rock with everything we do. You guys have continued to engage and call in and leave comments. Without you all, guys, the Daily Crow does not exist. I said that a year ago when I really started this thing. I don't want to get on here and ramble for an hour or 2 hours. I don't want to. I want to engage with you all. That is my favorite part. That's what I love about this content. And so for you guys, again, I say thank you. You all made the preseason such a success. From our days of doing the opponent previews to breaking everything down with the predictions and position unit previews and everything else in between. Again, thank you all so much. I truly appreciate it. I cannot say it enough times. And I'm so happy for each and every single one of us that finally now, kickoff will be happening. Kickoff is happening. It is here. The Beamer ball era, the Shane Beamer era in Columbia, South Carolina, officially will begin tomorrow night. Doesn't that feel good to say? Tomorrow night, literally. Can you make it for one more sleep? Just one more sleep, folks. Just one more sleep. Hunter Wages says, think we should definitely just agree now that if we lose tomorrow, we cancel the Daily Crow all next week. Chance we could end up organizing a riot on here if we lose. Todd Smith with a super chat. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you, Todd. Sincerely, man, I appreciate you guys. I can't say enough good things. You guys continue to rock and roll. There it is. Appreciate you, Todd. you guys continue to rock and roll with the content and show love and support through channels such as that, the Big Cock Club, through merch, through everything, guys. Again, I just can't put it into words, man. I can't put it into words. I genuinely do appreciate it. You guys don't know how much you mean to me. And, again, the business, everything. My life would not be what it is without you all. So thank you. Truly, truly thank you. Cody Gaskins, here's to another year of more days getting taken off my life because of Gamecock football. Brandon Ward says, we appreciate you, Chris. Not many people could or would do what you do. I appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you. SEC Football Tube said it feels so comforting to know we will win tomorrow. It'll feel so good to dominate a team at Williams-Brice. I'm excited to see Beamer run out at 2001. As am I. Brandon Ward says 48-10, South Carolina. Robbie Davis texts in, what's up, Chris? Again, I just wanted to say go Gamecocks and the heck with that team in the upstate. Robbie, well said, my friend. Well said. Let's see. Doc Graybeard, Clemson fans like to pretend like they've always been this good just prior to Deshaun showing up. Old Dabo's seat was getting hot. Yeah. Austin Greer says, you shave your beard if we go 8-4. Austin, shaving my beard is a punishment. That is not something you do for celebration, right? Why does everybody want me to go there? No, absolutely not. Josh Reichley, rules on what can and can't be brought in, bags, butt pads, etc. That is a question probably best directed for South Carolina specifically because I don't know 100%. I'm not 100% sure. I'd imagine it's the same rules as always, has to be in a clear bag, all that good stuff. How about the Gamecocks just took set 2 from Clemson? How about that? 2-0 set lead for those that are curious. Again, those that are curious, South going to take it on Clemson in volleyball. How about that? Austin Greer says it is for a punishment. You said 6-6. I said 8-4. Again, Austin, the answer is no either way. Whether it's for punishment, whether it's for celebration, the answer is no. Doc Graybeard says he has 49-3 Gamecocks. I would take that score. Bottom line. I'd take that score. Like I said, guys, I am locked in. If you want to hear it on the podcast, you can. Episode 489. Also, I'm going to be dropping a graphic here shortly with my prediction. I've got the Gamecocks winning 56-10. Again, top to bottom, South Carolina's the better football team. We all know that. I think they're going to out-athlete EIU. South Carolina's going to be able to do whatever it wants, especially on the ground. I think you will see the Gamecocks early and often establish the ground game. Like I said, I'll be interested to see how much of a balance is there in the passing game because I think you do need to use this game to take advantage and build some confidence offensively. But I think South Carolina will run all over EIU. And I think, again, defensively, I think your front seven is going to just wreak havoc. Otto Kuhn sacked 5 times a week ago against Indiana State. I don't see EIU having any answer for that South Carolina defensive line. It's going to be a very, very, very fun night for the Gamecocks. And again, for that reason, I don't think Shane Beamer lets off the gas pedal. His debut at South Carolina and also his debut as a head coach, period, I don't see him letting off the gas pedal. I think he wants to put on a damn show for the Gamecocks faithful, and I think he will do that. South Carolina 56-10 is my official prediction. Folks, as we hit 2 o'clock, as we hit our final minutes, our final seconds here together on the Daily Crow, again, thank you all so much for the continued love and support. Truly, truly could not do this without you all. Wouldn't be possible. Would not be possible for each and every single one of you. So I want you to know that. Don't ever think that your support isn't appreciated or goes without notice, because it doesn't. It doesn't. I can assure you, I can promise you, I have much love for each and every single one of you. Doc Graybeard closing us out here on a Friday with the Super Chat. Love that. Doc, thank you. Everyone that tuned in, thank you. Appreciate the love and support. Again, if you're going to be at the game tomorrow, be early, be loud. Let's give EIU hell, folks. Again, tune in the podcast. Come out to Halls tonight, 5 o'clock. Cox by 90 and I will be out there. Live show 6 to 7, and really just a celebration, the pregame before the pregame tonight. Also, Seawells tomorrow, spots 93 to 96. Would love to see all of you out there, as well as our live show at Jay's Corner, game day show, pregame 3 to 4 at Jay's Corner. Folks, we'll talk soon. I'll leave you with this. Go Cox, beat EIU. We'll talk to you soon, folks. You have a fantastic Friday. Thank you so much.